What's up, everyone? Today we are back with another video. Today we're gonna be making a die def video with tutorial series part 1. And so yeah, this is gonna be about die def. This is part 1, which is gonna be going through the player data, like all the like sprint system and like the scratch thing you can get from your on your torso. So yeah. By the way, guys, if you're wondering why I didn't do in game, it's probably because I discontinued it because I didn't have any passion. And I'm pretty sure after this episode of Die Def, where I'll be making a combat initiation. So stay tuned for that if you're following that. Anyways, what we're gonna be doing first is that we're gonna make the stats. Well, actually, no. First, there's a kit in down below. There's no there's like not the lobby and like this stuff because if you want the lobby then you got buy assets because my assets. But anyways, sorry about that, but it's just part of the policy. Anyways, so we're gonna set all this up first. So we're gonna be going to here. Make sure you have a lobby, which doesn't really matter. See, yeah, and you're gonna have a spawns lobby, which is where you're gonna spawn. And like all this doesn't really matter that much. You can delete that. Lighting. If you want, I'm pretty sure in the kit you can have this material surface. If you want yours to be like retro, like this, you could take that. Because otherwise, if you delete them, they're gonna look bad, and no one likes that, so we can just bring that. But then we got Star GUI. We have a core UI, which is game status, which is here. And here we should get health, which like deactivates regeneration, and animate, which already has a walk. But if you want to spoof that, then yeah, we got main thingy, which is like it's like a torso follow. But I'll show you. I can test real quick, so you can see. Oh right. All right, sorry. So make sure you publish this game and go to monetization or no security. You want to make sure you enable studio access to API service because if you don't do this, you're we're doing data stores, so you want to make sure you have that on. And you want to go to avatar. And you want to go to avatar setting, and then you can go to here and make sure R6 only is on, which will change everything to R6, the classic one we usually have. It yeah. Um, so now if you like turn around, yeah, you see it has a walk already. Like put on this. See, it's like that effect you could say. Right now, if you like take damage, it won't take actual damage. If you try to sprint, it won't let you sprint. So let's start off with a sprint. So let's go to here and type in sprint handler. And let me check my recording real quick. Okay, it's good. And let's get to coding. All right, so first off, let's create a new folder. Let's call this assets. So this is where we're gonna keep all of our assets. Okay. Oops. Okay, I did not mean to do that. Assets. Okay. And now let's add 3 new folders. Let's call this one animations. And then this one called civilian. And let's call this one killers. This is gonna be like all the data you can have. And inside civilian could be ability animations. So ability animations. And killers is just like any killer. And then like again, animations. Let's add a new folder in here. We're gonna call this default. And then default would be the run animation. So animation. Yeah, run anim. And since I already have a run animation, I'll add that real quick. Anyways, we got the sprint handler, so let's type it in. So let's do local players equals game, call get service, players. Let's do local user input service. We'll equal to game equal get service and user input service. And then look to local replicated storage. Which would get the replicated storage, which is in here. So, and then we're gonna do local run service equals to game colon get service colon run service. And let's do local run anim equals to replicated storage, wait for child, assets, oops, and then wait for child again, and animations, and wait for child again, default, and then wait for child once again, and then run anim. And then we do local player, look at the players dot local player, then local character, we go to local player character, or it could be the local player dot character added. I think character parents loaded is a little bit more accurate, or not or accurate, but like a little bit better. Let's do local humanoid. You can say character. Wait for child and humanoid. Let's do local animator equals to humanoid. Wait for child animator. The local core UI. This is where our sprint handler thing is gonna be in. So like health frame and all that. Core UI equals to local player. Player GUI. Wait for child. It's gonna be core UI. And the local game status equals to core GUI. Wait for child and then game status. Stats, yeah, right here. And local sprint frame will equal to game. Oh shoot, game stats. I did status. Hold on, I gotta fix that real quick. My bad. And we're gonna do wait for child and sprint frame, and then local bar because of sprint. Sprint frame, wait for child, and then there'll be bar. Oh, not car. I'm sorry, bar. Local sprint text, will equal to sprint frame, wait for child, sprint text. Now let's do local is sprinting equals to false, and then local walk speed equal to 16, and then local run speed will equal to 25, and then local stamina equal to 100, and then local max stamina will equal to 100, and then local regen rate will equal to 8, or whatever you want, and local drain rate, it could be 15 or whatever you want, and it's a local can regen, which equals true. And let's just get the local run track, we'll go to animator, load animation, oh shoot, and then run anim. Now let's go to user input service. Yeah, we got a lot of coding left to do. I mean, it's only been 9 minutes, so it's not that big of a deal. The input began, and then we're going to connect this to a function. And this function is going to be input object, and then GPE. It's a if GPE, which I think is gen, then return end. Boom. And then if input input object dot key code equals to enum dot key code left shift or input object key code equals to enum dot key code right shift. And stamina is greater than 0, then. And there's if humanoid get move. What? Sorry. And then velocity. This looks. Okay, no. Magnitude. It's greater than 0, then we're just gonna do a run track. Oh. Play. And then is sprinting equals to true. I did not mean to add run track. Alright, now I'm going to use our input service and then input ended. Connect to a function. Then input object and GPE as if GPE then return end, and if input objective or object dot key code equals to okay, hold on, let me check. Key code left shift or input, that looks right. Yeah, and then local and then run service dot heartbeat connect to a function. Now we're doing heartbeat. And we're do if humanoid get move velocity dot magnitude magnitude equals to 0, then is sprinting equals to false, then run track stop, and then and do if is sprinting, then when you type in if is sprinting, then it means like if you're checking if it's correct or not correct, if it's like true. Like for example, let's just say you have a value called bool value. If you type in if bool value, then it will check if it's true, then it'll do whatever. If you want to say if it's false, like what happens afterwards, you put an else and then like all that. Like see this. Alright, we just need to do like one more part and like we're all done. So wait, it's just me. Then render stepped. It will connect this to a function. And then DT, which means delta. I'm gonna do if sprinting then, like again, and then stamina will equal to math. Oh, do math.max. And then we do 0. And then stamina minus the drain rate times delta. And then if stamina is less than or equal to 0, then is sprinting equals to false, and then run track stop, and then humanoid dot walks equals to walk speed, and then can regen equals to false, and then test dot wait 2 can regen equals to true, and then we're gonna do else if, and we do can regen and stamina is greater than, or no, that's less than, sorry. What is it? Yeah, is less than max stamina, then we're just gonna simply stamina equals a math dot max. Actually, it's minimum this time, and then it's gonna be max stamina, then stamina plus, what is that plus? Regen. Actually, it wouldn't make sense if that delta. No, delta. And then, yeah. And local new bar size equals a u dim 2 dot new, and then math dot floor stamina, and then what was it again? Oh yeah, it was divided by 100, comma 0.100. You'll help that out. And then bar dot size will equal to the new bar size. The sprint text dot text will equal to stamina. What do you call it? Math. Excuse me. Math dot floor. The stamina. Dot dot. And then slash. And then dot dot max stamina. And now it should be complete. So you see it works, and you see the what? Why is it? Oh, ooh. Ooh, okay. Let me try to figure this out. Bar size, yeah, it should go this way. Hold on, give me a second real quick. Oh shoot. It's supposed to be B. I put the B in lowercase, bro. At least I realized it should work. So now you can see, loses stamina, brings up, and when I drain all the stamina down, just give it some time. It'll take some time to actually regen. So yeah, we got the stamina working. Let me do something real quick. Shift lock. Left control. I forgot to add it, so I real quick. I forgot what it was. So yeah. Left control shift lock. Let's add a new shift lock control. Control. And let's do this. Oh. Okay. It wouldn't really matter actually. But yeah, now we test. Yep, now it's working, and yep, all that. And now if we where? Sorry. And now if you go to humanoid, we still gotta give the damage thing. So if you do the D doesn't update. So in order to fix this problem, we just need to do a simple code. What else? Okay, sorry. Anyways, um, think this is gonna be the next thing and the last thing. I think. Yeah. We handle the health system, so let's. It's like one quick code. So yeah, it's a new local script. It's called health management. Health management. Local players, because a game got get service players. Local run service, because a game go on get service and then run service. And local player. Oh shoot, no. Local player equals to you always better not. You cannot put a space between local and player, because that'll just cause more problems. Equals to local and like that. I feel like character appearance loaded is a little bit more recommended. Character, wait for child, and then humanoid. Local core UI. I think y'all get this, so I'm just gonna copy and paste it from this code. It's basically just like this, but instead of the stamina, it's gonna be health frame and this bar and like health text, and that's all. And then we can do local max health. We're gonna keep this so we can remember. And then local function. And it's gonna be update health bar. Oh, health bar. Local health equals to humanoid dot health. Yep. And then local percent equals to math dot clamp. Pretty sure. Yep. And then health slash dot max health, and then 0 1. And then bar is size will be udim 2 dot new percent 0 comma 1 comma 0. Then health health, I think it was health text. Yep. Then text will equals to health, and then math dot floor health, and then that, and then math dot floor max health. And let's do humanoid health changed. So check if it's changed and then connect to a function. And we're just gonna do this thing, update health bar, and then humanoid get property change signal max health. Connect to a function. Oh shoot. Max health equals to humanoid max health and update bar. And just do the update health bar. And then let's do run service and then render stepped, which is fires like, it's like basically like firing every frame, like, you know, render, like, you know, outside the game, if that makes sense. Oh, okay. So let's do, oh shoot, no, not that. So this, not this. Sorry, I forgot I had that. Anyways, and that's the health, updated health bar. Oh shoot, guys, I just forgot one thing. I forgot about the whole chest, like, you know. So yeah, before we do that, let's test if this works. So if you do 50, let's just say I got 50, it works. And let's say I'm on like desired low, and, yeah, you get it. Also for the killers, I'm going to leave a character, which is gonna be test killer. This is what it's gonna look like. He's just gonna be like a old text killer, sort of acting like pursuer, I guess you could say. Anyways, let's get this last part done, cause so you can continue your game, whatever. And yeah, before we do that, not to be a pain, but we're gonna add a couple new things. Like I already got them too, so I'm going to add them real quick. I'm really sorry if y'all I'm like really annoying y'all. It's just I'm trying to get everything set up for y'all. So yeah, let's get civilian animations, or just ability animations, and like each, and then we got like, you just type in module, doesn't really matter, and then killer anims, and then ability, and just just put in whatever name your killer is, and like M1, and then like, yeah. And I completely forgot about the player data. That's amazing. Let me check how much time there is. It's 25 minutes, so it's alright. So yeah, I completely forgot about the player data, so sorry about that. So you just do local data store service. Looks like game get service, data store service. And the local players equals a game get service players. And local player, we're gonna make a data store. Which is basically like, how I say this, it's basically like making your own data store where people like people store your data. So like, if you put in like data store test 1, it will like completely wipe everyone's data. But if you put it back how it used to be named as, then you're good to go. And you're gonna do a local function, and then set up leader stats, and then player saved data. Just do local leader stats equals to instance dot new equals is, which is a folder, or no, a folder, folder. And leader stats dot name equals to leader stats. And then leader stats dot parent equals a player. Alright, so to save more time, I already got this set up before. It's basically like evilness, which is like the malice, you could say, if you do Forsaken, and then like name, you be sure to evilness dot name evilness. You gotta give a name, otherwise if you don't give a name, it's gonna say value, and the code is gonna get. And the whole save data thing is like gonna be added later on this code, but right now it's at save data evilness or 0. And then this is in leader stats, and and I'm pretty sure y'all get it. So let's do local function load player data, which would be the player. And let's do local success in the data equals a p call, and then function, and then return player data store, and then get async player dot user ID set, and we're just gonna add in the setup leader stats, and it's gonna be player and then success and data, or it's gonna be no. Oh, there's a lot more to go. I think there's like 2 more, like there's like 1 more function, and like 2 like little tiny parts that should be pretty easy to code. So let's do local function, and it's gonna be like the saving the player's data. So, and then player, oh shoot, I did not mean to type in that. And local leader stats equals to player, oh shoot, no, player find first child, which would be leader stats. If not leader stats, which means it'll just check. If there's not, then it will just return and not like causing any blockage. And then it's going to do local stats, and it's going to be a table, and an evilness will be leader stats. Then find first child. Oh shoot, evilness and leader stats dot evilness dot value or 1 or no 0. Sorry. And then do this again, but points or whatever currency you call it. I personally call it points. Why is it? Oh shoot! I forgot. You make sure you add a comment to that, because otherwise, if you don't, it's not gonna work. And we're gonna do another p call, which is basically like runs but provide a function. Function. Then player data store is gonna update async, and then player dot user ID, and then function, and then loop. Pretty sure this means like loop. And then we're just return the stats. And then we're gonna add those 2 tiny things I said. Players dot player added. Connect to load player data like that. You can just do the same thing, but with player removed. So player removing. And you want to make sure this saves. So we're going to do a while true do. And you want to add a task. Oh, shoot, not task. No, not tweet. Task dot wait. Let's do 3 seconds because we don't want to keep continuously do it. Otherwise, it's going to, crash. And then player in pairs. And then players get player. Or get, not, sorry. Get players. Gotta fix that real quick. Do, and then save player data, and then player. Do I know it's? Alright, so now let's test this out real quick. I'm gonna save. You can see I have evilness points, and now see it works. So now if we touch this, oh wait, shoot, that's wrong way. Oh yeah, I forgot we could just test that. And if you touch this, I get some points and some evilness, and yeah. Yeah, like again, like I said it before. Well, let me check our quota real quick. 32 minutes, okay. Might be a long episode actually. Yeah, make sure you have this on, because otherwise it's not gonna work. And let's add one more code, which is gonna be the final one for sure. Let's call it scratches. Alright, so let's do okay, so I'm sorry about that. Now I kinda hate myself for that. My bad. Cause pretty sure it was player. Let's do scratches. Okay, so let's do local. Oh my god, bro. Local players equals a game. Oh, game get service players. Then local function is the killer. Ah, frick. Here's is killer. This is not gonna be important right now, but we're just gonna add it right now. So if player find first child, which is a role, which won't matter right now, don't worry about it, and player dot role value, we'll add it eventually, and then equals to equal. I'm sorry. Killer. Then, and then we're just gonna return true, but otherwise we're gonna return it false. And let's do local function get the torso. Also, credit Gamerall for this, for helping me on this. Link link in the channel description because he's the one that made the scratches and all the health management. I made the player data store and like all that. And then return character, find first child, torso, torso. Yep. A local function, and then ensure scratch decal, and then it's gonna be torso. If not torso, then return nil. But otherwise, if it's not listed out a decal, so decal equals to torso, find first child, then scratch. But otherwise, if they can't find the scratch, then why not add it yourself? So if not decal, then I already have it. So here it is. If you want to see it, oh, just give me a second. Oh frick, hold on. Yeah, it says you just do decal equals to instance a new decal, and it's called scratch. And this ID is whatever you want that you desire to look like. And it's good to return decal. And you might want to start as 1 because otherwise you don't want it appearing, Excuse me. And let's go to local function set scratch transparency will be character and intensity. And then local torso. You can get torso. Get torso. Then character. Oh, character. Local decal equals to ensure scratch decal, which would be the torso. And if decal, then decal dot transparency equals 1, and then minus intensity. And then you got like 3 more functions to do, like one big one and like one little ones. So let's do local function. This is gonna be like technically the final function. So on character added, we're gonna do character and then player, and then local humanoid equals a character find first child of class, and then humanoid. You're gonna do if humanoid, then we're gonna do humanoid dot health changed. We'll check and then connect that to a function. And we're gonna do health. If is killer, and it's gonna be player, then set scratch transparency will be the character to 0. But otherwise, return. And local max health equals to humanoid max health. Oh shoot. And then if health, I think it'll be sorry, is greater or equal to max health. Sorry, I'm just trying to think, concentrate. So yeah. Then set scratch transparency character 1 or no 0. Sorry. Else. And local local intensity equals to 1 minus health divided by max health, and set scratch transparency to character intensity. Oh no, not instance. Intensity. Sorry. It's like kind of morning right now. Then oh shoot. set scratch transparency character 0. And that's like that's all functions. So set players dot player added connect to a function player dot character appearance loaded, then connect to a function character, and then on character added character player, and for loop player in players get the players, there we do, if player dot character then on character added then player dot character player. That should be it, and let's test it out. Open our output just in case for any errors. That's just no so far. So now if we get damage, we should get like a scratch. Yep, you can see we got a scratch now. And obviously if we just hit the scratch, we have it now. Right hip. Ooh. Oh yeah, it's like kind of having issues trying to find it, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, if we lose health, we get scratch. Yep, and we lose health on that, and stamina works. So yeah, since all that works, if you want, please join my Discord server down below. I sell the buy assets, which is right here, and if you buy it, you can get pretty much early access to like anything. So like support assets right here. There's diet def, and like files gets posted in there. So if you're interested, join. It's only 749 Robux. It's one-time payment, and you get it for all kits, which means not just for diet def, but also Forsaken, Danny's World, in-game, which I think I discontinued, unfortunately, Blocktails, all of those games. But yeah. See you y'all in part 2, which by the way I think part 2 is gonna be a shop system, so can't wait for that. Anyways, see you in the next one. Bye.